Streetz. For Streetz 94.5.
I'm just so addicted, can't leave it alone.
You wanna hear when you wake up, on your ride to school or on the way to get your cake up. Yeah, from 6 to 10 we gon' get it in. Monday to Friday, all we do is win. I'm just so addicted, can't leave it alone. And I need to know that. I said I really need to know who's clapping back at each other, who's creeping, who's lovers, who's pregnant, who's winning, who's got hidden children, who knows?
Good morning. Thank you for waking up with us, Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover. Hello, Miss Shanika.
Good morning.
Hello, Shawty.
What's happening?
Hello, beautiful world. Look here, man. We're going to have an amazing show all morning long. We're going to make sure we bring the energy, the laughs, and the wherewithal with what's going on in our world today. Hey, man, are you smarter than Young Jock? We got some money on the line. If you can prove you're smarter than me, we don't mind paying you. You know what I'm talking about? Also, date dilemma, man. Some of y'all are just dealing with people that don't understand what dating really is and how you're supposed to conduct yourselves. And guess what? We got $100 on the line, and it's all courtesy of 1-800-INTER-THE Law Firm to help you find your true love and keep your true love. All right, Miss Shanika, what you got coming up?
Yeah, definitely got to keep it locked to the Word on the Streetz news. Another day, another update on the Diddy trial. We're going to get into that and so much more.
Shawty, what you talking about with?
I'm the craziest, and the crazy report is coming up, so keep it locked right here.
That's right, on this beautiful Thursday morning, man. Y'all know how we get down right here. Keep it locked. Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover.
Young Jock's Daily Jump Start.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Young Jock's Daily Jump Start. Now, here's one right here that I really, really rock with, man. Shouts out to my dog, AJ. If you don't sacrifice for your goals, then your goals become the sacrifice. You got to start prioritizing what's right and what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do for your goals, because if you don't do that, the goals begin to go away. You don't reach them, and you done sacrifice your goals for whatever temporary fixes or temporary habits you may have or temporary procrastinations. Don't let that be the case or your outcome, right? Again, if you don't sacrifice for your goals, the goals become the sacrifice. And that is Young Jock's Daily Jump Start. Time for my boy Shawty's Crazy Report. The craziest thing you hear all morning long. Keep it locked. Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover.
Young Jock's Daily Jump Start.
Keep it locked right here to Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover.
Yo, what up, though? Good morning. It's Vinci from BMF. Every day we listen to the best damn morning show. Got to stay tapped in. Number one morning show in the city is Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover.
That's right. Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover. Miss Shanika right here. Shouty. Hey, we are talking about the Diddy trial. Big update. Jane Doe, a.k.a. Daphne Joy, is still being cross-examined.
Combs' lawyers are trying to counter her testimony about trauma and forced sex, arguing she benefited from the lavish gifts during their relationship, including designer jewelry and handbags. Combs has pleaded not guilty, says he never forced anyone to have sex. How convincing is their argument?
That showing text messages where she initiated conversations wanting to have sexual relations with Sean Combs, and even showing that there were instances where Sean Combs said that she did not need to participate in hotel nights. And in 2022, there was at least a 2-month stretch where there were no hotel nights, and it shows that there was this back and forth, and she did have some control and consented to some of these relationships. I think it's trying to show a different side where they show these text messages, but she was allowed to explain her feelings behind them, not just the messages themselves.
All righty then. So, Shawty, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that it's a lot of bad relationship stuff. It's not racketeering. He didn't start this organization of Bad Boy to be a racketeer and do this stuff to women. That was not the purpose of his company.
Or was it? Anywho, he influenced a whole generation of people and womanizers. Wow. All right, so coming up, we have more on that Diddy trial. And in the meantime, Shouty got that crazy report. Keep it locked in right here. It's Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover.
Yo, it's the craziest story you'll hear all morning. The crazy report is on right now. Shawty, run it down.
Jill, run it down is what we about to do, man. We got to run down to L.A. and find out what is smelling going on. It is very smelly, and I think it got something to do with Elon Musk.
Breaking news. SpaceX's latest rocket launch has produced a sonic brown note so loud it's caused Los Angeles residents to shit their pants.
We are in downtown LA where thousands of residents have shit themselves, and it's a very stinky scene out here.
Damn, fool, my noggins were like DAMM, fool. I was like WTF, fool. I ain't never felt no like that, homie.
Oh, Lord, I was just minding my business, and suddenly, my booty said, nope. I said, Jesus, I need help. He said, girl, you on your own.
Well, I thought it was must, but that ain't must. That's Now, y'all heard that, and I'm sure y'all heard it for the first time. Me too, because y'all know that is real. And that's crazy. And you know I know crazy, because I'm crazy. And crazy knows crazy. Follow me on all social platforms at Shouted the Comedian.
Let's get into these national days.
All right, let's get into these national days. Today is National Red Rose Day, National Peanut Butter Cookie Day.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I love peanut. My mom loves some peanut butter cookies, boy. I tell you, National Loving Day.
Dang, I brought your mom some peanut butter cookies.
She loved them peanut butter
hospital.
Cookies. Yes, man.
Oh.
Mama V, love you, baby. Mm-hmm. Celebrity birthdays. Let's get into this Gemini season. Rapper Don Toliver, happy birthday, gang. Hall of Fame wrestler Mark Henry, man, happy birthday. George H.W. Bush. And comedian Lil Duval.
All right, happy birthday, Lil Duval.
Yes, sir, man. Y'all keep
we love you here, everybody.
They lying. Don't let them lie to you like that.
Even Shouty. He loves you somewhere deep down in his Christian soul.
Now let's get into these local celebrity birthdays as they do matter, man.
It's about that time to wish happy birthday to our local celebrities. It's the birthday wish list with Young Jock and the Streetz Morning Takeover.
Yeah, it's my birthday. Ooh. It's my birthday. Turn me up. It's my birthday. Turn me up.
Happy birthday to Jamie Markovich. Thaddeus Smith, what up? Hello, Lisa Love. Happy birthday. And to you, Christy Hill. Happy birthday to all y'all, man. Next hour, if we can help you in your dating situation, you could get hooked up with some money. $100 actually, man. Inside Today Dilemma, courtesy of 1-800 Enter the Bethune Law Firm. So keep it locked with us right here where you got it. Young Jock and the Streetz Morning Takeover.
Get up. Good morning. It's man DJ Swin. I'm your DJ with $1 million smile. Coming up in less than 10 minutes, we're talking the Diddy trial. Wake up. Young Jock and the Streetz Morning Takeover.
Good morning, y'all. It's your girl, comedian Erica Duchess. Every day from 6 to 10, we listening to the best damn morning show in the city with my boy Young Jock and the Streetz Morning Takeover.
Young Jock and the Streetz Morning Takeover. We got to get into some things, man. It's week 4. Diddy trial is still happening. But I'm starting to realize that some of the people are starting to lose confidence in some of these witnesses that have been stepping up to the stand. Now, take a listen.
Juror number 6 is a 41-year-old African-American or black male who, during voir dire, said that he knew some of the facts of the case, but he could put that aside and still consider the evidence in this case. Now, it seems like the AUSA or the government has come forward and said that there seems to be a lack of candor. Now, lack of candor is a very legal phrase. It doesn't necessarily mean that a person is lying intentionally. It could mean that you are omitting information, both with or without intent. Like if someone was to ask you, what'd you do today, or what'd you eat for breakfast? And they just said, oh, I only had one piece of toast. Them neglecting to say what they drank or whatever it may be is not necessarily a lie, but it could be considered lack of candor. So there's a broad sense as to what this could be. But Teddy Garagos pushed back on the AUSA's reference to the lack of candor and said, this is a thinly veiled attack to try to knock off another African-American juror on the jury. And the judge is going to listen to both sides, see what the issue is, and ultimately decide if an alternate takes juror number 6's spot in this case.
All I'm going to say is a lot. You know, I don't think I'm saying a lot by saying that because everybody feels the same. It's too much to analyze, but I will say this. Diddy's legal team's second motion for mistrial has been denied, which is very unfortunate for him because they're trying to do anything they can to possibly keep this man from getting life. Now, as we've been talking about Jane Doe through this trial, it kind of hasn't been a secret. Everybody was saying that it was possibly 50 Cent's baby mom, Daphne Joy. I'm going to say this, Miss Shanique, it's really interesting to hear how a lot of people had kind of came up with this whole theory that Cassie felt the way she felt because of Young Miami, right? And feeling like she never received her true just due with everything that she endured in a relationship with Diddy. But Jane Doe, a.k.a. Daphne Joy, is alleged that she said she felt the same way, you know what I'm saying? Because it got difficult once he started dating Young Miami.
You know how people just be trying to put Blues Clues together?
Yeah.
But it has a connotation of the Young Miami show of public display really made these other women feel some kind of way.
Yeah.
And I think that it has a lot to do with skin tone and preference. Like them saying, I know this. I know he ain't out here with this little black doing, but she was a part of the rebranding of what Diddy had going on. So, I mean, it's just so many moving parts. But I think Young Miami is the catalyst for this whole trial.
Thoughts well received. We'll talk about it later. We got more coming up, man. Also, Miss Shanika got word on the streets coming up. Miss Shanika, what you got, gang?
You got to keep it locked in right here. Man, we got to talk about Angel Reese's breakdown post-game and found out what she broke down in tears about. And Jeezy is confirming a romantic interest. I got it. And Dame Dash is losing everything. And of course, we have very sad news to report on about Ananda Lewis. All right. All that and more coming up in less than 10 minutes.
Keep it locked right here to Young Jock and the Streetz Morning Takeover.
Turn off the lights.
The mics are on and ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen. Word on the street, she be bopping, I need more. Yeah. Word on the street, screaming bite like on a moped. Word on the streets, I get it popping like a blackhead. Word on the streets, it's going down like Jock said.
It's Young Jock and the Streetz Morning Takeover with Miss Shanika.
That's right. Let's get into this Word on the Streets news. Man, I hate to bring down the moment, but this is just a culture shock. The sad news of legendary Ananda Lewis. We know her from MTV, one of the first black female VJs that we know of in our culture, is now dead after a battle with breast cancer.
Ananda Lewis has died 4 years after revealing she was diagnosed with breast cancer. She was 52 years old. The former MTV VJ's sister sharing the news on Facebook, writing, "Ananda is free and in his heavenly arms."
I decided to keep my tumor. I felt like this is how it ends. And it was the first time I ever had a conversation with death. You're coming for me at some point, but I don't want it to be now.
Her death comes less than a year after Ananda opened up to CNN about her decision to not undergo a double mastectomy, leading her cancer to reach stage 4.
Wow. Just very sad news for the culture. I've seen so many people sharing it online, and their first person that they were able to say, "Oh man, I can do this in this culture." R.I.P. Ananda Lewis.
Yes, you're so beautiful.
Yes. Let's get into this. Angel Reese is having to defend herself post-game after she broke down in tears over backlash after she received the Sportswoman of the Year at the BET Award show.
And I just focus on basketball. I come into work every day and work. I don't complain. I don't care about anything else. I have bad days. I haven't been playing well at all. I take accountability. I come in every day and try to be better than the last. And I know my teammates trust me. I know they have my back. Ariel has my back through everything. And I just love that being a part of a team that I know really trusts me and trusts my work. And everything else is everything else. I'm just here just to come to work every day and go home. That's all I want to do. People would die and kill to have this job. I put my all in it.
You better know it. People will die and kill to be in the space that she's in. Congratulations to that young lady putting in work, and congratulations on that Reebok shoe contract that she's coming out very soon. All right, we're going to keep you updated with that. And Jeezy is now confirming a romantic interest in Nia Long.
I was trying to holler, I was, but I had to be respectful because I was still, finalizing.
I know that's right. When you still finalizing and still, handling unfinished business, you got to be very careful. So don't understand if there is something going on. But we seen in the interview with the two of them that there was a lot of flirtation going on.
Wow.
And, historically, Nia Long is known for being a big B word. Honestly, I mean, that is a reputation, as well as being, a superstar in her own right. So that relationship to me would be very, very interesting.
Hey.
All right. Well, I am sipping my tea and popping my corn. And speaking of sipping tea and popping corn, Dame Dash has lost everything. I knew he was struggling when he came up here. He had too much Anna in him to try to check women. Anyway, I ain't gonna go into it, but they're saying there's a judgment order to seize everything of his entertainment empire. Now, he got sued after alleged copyright infringement, defamation, and was ordered to pay over $800K in damages back in 2022. And now a judge has ruled that basically him and his company has to turn over control of Dame Dash Films. It's immediately. Now, unless Dame Dash files objections before June the 16th, his assets will be auctioned off by the U.S. Marshals within 180 days.
Oh, my God. So the app he was pushing is up to be gone?
Well, when it's up for auction, I'm going to buy something.
Wow.
And I'm going to post it online.
Just to get a little dash of the Dame.
Period. No, because how he came up here trying to do what he had did.
He tried to turn his back on you.
Anywho, that is the Word on the Streets news. I am Miss Shanika. You guys can follow me at Miss Shanika and follow us at Streets Morning Takeover. Now, coming up, we're talking about Donald Trump's antics. Can it bring the country together? We're going to talk about that and more next hour. It's Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover.
Who knows?
Good morning. Thank you for waking up with us, Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover. Hello, Miss Shanika.
Good morning.
Hello, Shawty.
What's happening?
Date dilemma, man. Some of y'all are just dealing with people that don't understand what dating really is and how you're supposed to conduct yourselves. And guess what? We got $100 on the line, and it's all courtesy of 1-800-INTER-THE-BETHUNE Law Firm to help you find your true love and keep your true love. All right, Miss Shanika, what you got coming up?
Yeah, definitely got to keep it locked to the Word on the Streets news. Another day, another update on the Diddy trial. We're going to get into that and so much more.
Have you ever thought about the true concept of the silver lining? It's like finding the good and the bad. We're having a conversation, and I'm saying, you know, at the time where you have the country, the United States, that is, feeling like we're slowly falling under this crazy dictatorship. It's starting to look really interesting, right? Do you feel like this could bring more Americans together?
We've got to come together as this country. We've got to lock arms and understand that we're all proud Americans. We all want to do what's best for the American people and solve the issues that are before us. So let's move away from this toxic political environment that we have in the country and celebrate what's great about our country and the spirit of bringing the American people together.
President Trump stated that he wanted to make America great again, right? Mm-hmm. Now, for some people, they don't know. Like, if you take black people, we don't really know a time when the country was great or as great as he said it to be. For us, that is, right? Mm-hmm. So could this be one of those moments? Because I just want to point something out, and this could bring people more closer together. I mean, of all walks of life, all ethnicities that live right here in our nation. So I'm looking at this post, and it said, Latinos for Trump. He repaid you with mass deportations. Veterans for Trump. He cut your services and fired tens of thousands of veterans. Women for Trump. He took your human rights before the election, and you still voted for him.
White women for Trump.
Blacks for Trump voters. He's wiping out your history. Now, this is one moment when sometimes when people have to stand together in solidarity for the common goal of democracy, I just feel like...
And for human rights.
For humanity, right.
Yeah, some things are just not humane that's going on right now.
Do you think this could be a shift in the social climate where you could be soon seeing the world, as far as we know, as far as in our country right now, the United States, where more people are coming together? It doesn't matter if you're Democratic or Republican, black or white, gay or straight. You know what I'm saying? I think this could be one of those moments.
Let me say, I feel that it could, but I also feel that the government will try to be more controlling and try to take more rights away, and that is going to be really ugly because that's
the other
what's
party
going on in LA right now.
Exactly, but I'm saying this is the groundswell, this is the uprising of the people standing up against the government. Because once you got so many groups of people coming together to go against it, things have to shift. I want y'all to call us up. I want to hear from you right now. 1-844-986-4562. Because we're talking about it, man. All these protests all over the country right now. What is it doing for our bottom line? Call us up. It's Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover.
Jeremiah. Put it down on me. Every weekday from 6 to 10 a.m. I'm listening to Young Jock and Streets Morning Takeover.
All right, we're back at it this morning. We're talking about the social climate and everything going on right here in our country, right here in our backyards, our front doors. You got protests breaking out. LA is showing up right now. Citizens being deported. You got immigrants being deported. And it's just a lot going on right now under the regime of Trump.
Also, there are more demonstrations that are planned nationwide this week and weekend when a military parade honoring the Army's 250th birthday also planned in Washington, D.C. Other protests include Milwaukee, Chicago, Atlanta, Dallas, Philadelphia, and Boston. I mean, there's an uprising going on out here in the United States.
We need more politicians like Donald Trump around because Donald Trump has done one thing. He has tried to execute everything that he ran on. He told everybody what he was going to do, even down to critical race theory. He told everybody what he was going to do. But he has tried to execute every one of his campaign promises. That's honesty. I'm not saying he got the right motto. I'm saying we need more people like him to stick to their word.
And so in the beginning, you knowing that's what he was standing on, like his campaign trail, clearly you supported it in the beginning.
Okay, his rhetoric got crazy. Really, really crazy. And as a black man, he did some things that eliminated me out of his voting pool. But I'm going to say this. I can't 100% say that we would have been in better hands.
Okay, now, with you saying everything you just said, after we spoke on this whole divisiveness that's been pushed, right?
Yes.
Which is actually creating a better situation. The silver lining is making more people have to come together.
We've got to come together as this country. We've got to lock arms and understand that we're all proud Americans. We all want to do what's best for the American people and solve the issues that are before us. So let's move away from this toxic political environment that we have in the country and celebrate what's great about our country and the spirit of bringing the American people together.
Although no one wants to have to do protests and civil gatherings by the masses to go against the government, or should I say overthrow the government. But right now it does feel like it's going to come to that. And I'm not saying Trump is doing great and it's making us better as a nation. I think he's doing a crazy job at what he's standing on. It's not good, right? But it's making the people have to stand up for what's good. I'm seeing it, and there may be the silver lining in it. I don't know.
I mean, I don't think that we should keep reliving the trauma of people that voted this man in office. I think that we should do the opposite and go out in droves in our local, in our state elections so we can pick the people that make the decisions to do better, because we have a White House right now that is retaliatory. And a lot of people are scared that if they don't support Donald Trump, that they'll lose their seat or they'll be, turned against. Like he'll find a way to penalize them in some kind of way.
Right. Just like RFK recently fired 17 members of the CDC. It's a lot going on. We want to definitely continue this convo on our social media. Streetz Morning Takeover, that Streetz with a Z. Holla at us, tap in, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you got some real rhetoric for this combo. All right. Hey, it's time for the day dilemma. You know how that goes. 1-844-YUNGJLC. That's 1-844-986-4562. Can't wait to hear from you because I know y'all gets crazy on these day dilemmas. All right. Keep it locked. Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover.
No matter what I do, all I think about is you.
You are now listening to the Day Dilemma for Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover.
Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover. If you got a dilemma, they got a dilemma, which means we got a dilemma. It's the Day Dilemma. Who's on the line this morning?
My name is Dante.
What's up, Dante? How you doing, brother? How can I help?
What's good, man? I got a problem with my girl, right? So I bought her a hot tub.
Woo time.
Yeah, and so she wanted to have a fix because I didn't know we were supposed to get like a plug, like a specific type of power for it. So I tried to get it fixed, and she got mad. I was just wondering if y'all, because we be listening to the show in the morning. I was wondering if y'all could give her a call, see what's up. Maybe I can understand.
But what happened? I mean, you got it done. What's the problem? Because you got it done for cheaper.
Okay, so I had gotten I got the money, and I like to save my money a little bit. She wanted me to get like the handyman, you know what I'm saying, the white people to do it, but I'm thinking I could find somebody else to do it. So I go on TikTok because I know they be having like people on TikTok doing jobs and whatnot.
Wait. She gave you the money to call the white people.
Right, I'm saying, but is it even like really a white? I mean, I know it's white, but anybody can do it. I mean, I can't do it, but I'm paying somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's just cheaper, it's less paperwork. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even see what the problem is. Like I'm saving us some money.
No, they call it the right way for a reason because you want it done right.
But he's trying to say if you go that route, it's the white way. The white way.
Oh, not the right way. Well, go the black way. You're going to have something hanging off that tub. So what happened when you called people off TikTok?
I had left the house. I left the house to go play poker with my homeboys while they was fixing it. And I come back and they had kind of messed up, like even more. Like they had did something. I don't know what they did, but it had burnt a hole in the wall, and the the light ain't working. The lights ain't working.
Oh, so the people couldn't fix it.
They couldn't fix the tub. They couldn't fix they ain't no electrician. I mean, I found them on TikTok. I assume they can fix the tub, but they don't made junk worse. Now I got to find somebody to fix the lights.
Okay, so your girl is mad with you about this.
Yeah, she mad. I mean, I understand, but at the same time, like, come on, baby, I know that was gonna happen.
You should have known better.
What's your lady's name?
Monique.
And what's your name again?
My name Dante, man.
Put your phone on mute. We'll cue you in when it's time, all right?
All right.
Yeah, my boy done messed up, Chuck.
Wow. This sounds like a play straight out my book.
Shanika would have been killed.
Yes, sir. What?
Boy, what?
Hello.
Hey, good morning, my sweet Monica.
Monique.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. That's what I meant, Monique. How you doing, Monique?
I'm alive.
Okay. I don't know if you know who you're talking to, but let me go on and get to it. You're on the phone with Young Jock, Miss Shanika, and Shout Out with Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover. We have a segment on our show called The Date Dilemma, Monique. And a guy gave us a call by the name of Dante. Are you familiar?
Yeah, I know Dante.
And Dante also told us that you listen to our show. So
I do.
So that means you know what we calling you about this morning.
I do.
All right, Monica. So,
Monique.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
We sorry, man. Don't mess
I'm
up
so
our name.
sorry, Monique. How's things going at the house?
So, I don't know what Dante told y'all, but Dante is on my bad side.
Oh, tell us why.
He wanted to be the handyman that he could never be, obviously. I don't have no electricity upstairs. I got this big hole in my wall. It's a disaster. It's bad. It's just all bad, and I'm stressed.
Okay, so what's the demand here? What are you asking for him to make happen? Because right now he said that he cannot get back in your good graces.
First of all, he needs to get my upstairs lights back on, and he needs to fix what they broke. I don't know who he called over, but there's a hole in my wall. So basically, this is the story. He bought me a hot tub, which is a nice gesture. So I gave him the money because we found out that there's a specific plug that's needed in order to have the hot tub work. So I gave him the money to call someone that went to school to actually install the plugs. But when I come back, he got Uncle Ricky. I don't know who this man is in my house playing handyman.
Uncle Ricky.
He said he got him off TikTok.
Yeah, I found that out too after the fact. He kind of lied about that. But no paperwork, no insurance, and he's saying that he's paid the man and nothing is fixed. I mean, it's just 10 times worse. So I need my lights back on, and I need the plug installed the proper way.
And he do that, you gonna stay with him?
Now that, I don't know. This ain't the first time he don't try to fix some stuff and do stuff around the house when I don't told him to get somebody else to do it, trying to be cheap and save money. And the fact is, it wasn't his money. It was my money.
Well, you already listened to the show. You already know what's going on. So you already know we about to tell you he on the other line. So you want to just go on and address him and tell him what it is and what it ain't going to be. Ain't no sense us playing this whole thing out with you when you already know what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I know.
Well, there you go. We ain't got to play the game. Let's go on and get to it because I want to see how you going to handle this.
Yeah, Dante, I'm going to need for you to fix what you broke.
Baby, so I'm trying.
You ain't trying hard enough.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying. I know you used to like everything, being all perfect. I'm trying to show you there's other ways to do stuff. I know.
I gave you the money to do it the right way. Why would you?
I was trying to save you some money, baby. I'm sorry.
You don't need to save me no money. If you want to save me some money, go to school for an electrician and do it the right way. You don't know what you're doing. You on here getting Bob the Builder that don't know how to build nothing.
Could have burnt the whole house down.
Yeah.
Well, technically, going to school will cost more money.
We'll figure it out at this point. And after you get it fixed, it's done. Like, I can't deal with this no more. I just don't think you got it all. Like, it's something wrong with your mental.
What's the point of me getting it fixed if you're just going to leave it?
Well, if you don't get it fixed, then my lights are off. If I need to, you know what the next step will be.
Wow.
All right, well, you can stay in the dark then. You can stay in the dark.
No, but why wouldn't you want to fix something that you help break?
I'll fix it, but if you're gonna leave me and I know you're not gonna be my woman no more, then why I'm fixing it?
That's right.
No, because that's no, sir. A man has to fix what it is that he broke. Okay,
He ain't no man. He a little boy.
All right, we on the radio. I ain't even gonna expose you like that. All right, yeah, I'm a little boy. All right.
Ooh, you sound like you got.
Say what you gonna say.
Nah, I'm gonna say. Nah. We'll look on the bright side. Now you get to use them candles you bought.
Nah, this man said look on the bright side.
right?
Hold on, my boy, hell, okay.
Impossible.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what my chances of getting back with you if I get it fixed back?
Monique.
Right now, ain't no scale. I'm gonna need to get my lights back on so I can see the scale because I can't see.
But what's done in the door will come to light.
I respect that.
Well, it sounds like it ain't gonna happen, but you on your way to trying to reconcile things. On behalf of 1-800 Enter the Bethune Law Firm, you guys will not be getting this $100, but you do sound like you have the chance to start somewhere by getting them lights fixed, and then she'll consider from that. So y'all do that, and while y'all doing that, to our listeners, y'all call us up at 1-844-YUNGJOC. That's 1-844-986-4562. Keep it right here, Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover.
That was the date dilemma with Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover.
Good morning, y'all. It's your girl, comedian Erica Duchess. Every day from 6 to 10, we listening to the best damn morning show in the city with my boy Young Jock and the Streetz Morning Takeover.
We are special.
Oh, yeah. Come on, sure.
Because some of the stuff we have to put up with. Okay, day dilemma, y'all. Dante said his girl, Monique, gave him money to have a technician come and insert a new plug for her hot tub or whatever. Professionally done. She wants it professionally done. Homie thought to himself, you know what? I'm going to show her what a man is. I'm going to save some money.
And get it done.
I'm going to get her done. I'm going to go on TikTok. I'm going to hire somebody right up the street. Let them come in here and work on this house.
Bad idea.
That ain't even mine. Not bonded, not licensed, no insurance. Just
I've been given the money to buy a professional.
This man say
Just
he
a
left.
TikTok professional.
But wait. Not only did he order somebody off of TikTok,
Yeah.
he left them in the home while he went to gamble. He was gambling with everything. His life, his lady,
Everything.
the spot, the lights.
Just a goofball.
Yeah.
Now, Dante, now I'm sure you're listening. And I'm sure you're a little embarrassed because I'm pretty sure people who know you and know your lady and know the situation, they're probably like, this boy dumb as hell.
I'm sure you never had a lease in your name.
With all that smart talking he was doing.
He sounded so smart.
Intelligently dumb.
Well, you messed up, brother. This is one of them day dilemmas I don't want to take into the week. I don't even want to think about how dumb of an idea this was. But it happened. You did it.
It did.
Before y'all go on TikTok, call me.
Yeah.
So Shawty can mess it up worse.
The whole street be out without lights. Everybody on the block. Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover. What is your thoughts on this date dilemma?
Grand Rising friends. So, did he say that he's not finna cut her lights back on because she's breaking up with him?
Yeah, like damage done. No, keep it
you
moving.
broke her lights in her top part of her house. I'm sorry, that was an FN move, and I just feel like she's doing the right thing by not getting back with him. Apparently, she can take care of herself. Girl, get your lights cut back on and take that to court.
Man, that was so crazy. But the fact that he did not want to get in seats was horrible. Sometimes you have to stroke dudes' egos who act like that so you can get what you need. And then she could have walked away because obviously she knew what type of dude she was messing with. Imagine talking about you want to save money, but you go out and play a poker game. You ain't saving money. You took the rest of my money and went to go throw it on a poker game.
Ooh.
That's what you did.
That's what he did. I got something left over. Might well double it.
Yeah. I'm just sitting here thinking you bringing a complete stranger in your house to mess with your lights, electricity. You can't do that. Yeah, buddy, you throw it out. I've been beating people all week long.
Keep it locked right here to Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover.
Word on the streets going down like Jock said.
It's Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover with Miss Shanika.
All right. Well, let's get inside this Word on the Streetz news. And first of all, talk about Detrick Hadden. Hadden, the gospel singer. He's relevant, very relevant in the culture. Now, he has decided to call out BET after Glo-rilla won Gospel Inspiration Award at BET.
The gospel music industry needs an overhaul, period. A complete reset. Like what are we doing? In order to have something different, you have to do something different. So we need people in the room that know gospel music, that's in the trenches of gospel music, that's advocating for the genre as a whole and not one particular person.
Okay, okay. Mm-hmm. Now, Detrick just decided to speak out on something that I felt like everybody thought. Even Glo-rilla was surprised. Let me say that. Even what she had on, it was kind of like, oh man, she about to go up there and get that gospel award. Now, everybody, you have your right to love God and make gospel music, and I understand, her name is Gloria Hallelujah, okay? Okay. She comes from a church background, so to her, making that record was important. Now, what he's saying about the gospel community, a lot of people have lost faith in a lot of these gospel singers because they portray this perfect image, but meanwhile, we start finding out things about them that don't equal up to the praise and worship service.
Yeah, but they saying we veer so far away from the gospel, and it's just become a secular market for money and to push another agenda, not the church's agenda, and you got to come back to the church.
And the last thing I want to say about this is, did you see when Kevin Hart had told Kurt Franklin he was up there gyrating and throwing his pelvis and stuff? It's turning away a lot of Christians, so maybe they do need a reset.
Yes.
Moving right along, Dame Dash has lost everything. Okay, I'm not one of those people to kick a man while he's down, but I am saying that the energy and the things that you put out, it will come back. That's the law, okay? And it seems that he was sued for alleged copyright infringements and was ordered to pay over $800K in damages. Now, there was a U.S. magistrate judge that decided that his company, Poppington LLC, to turn over control to Dash Films. Now, we know it's responsible for a lot of culture classic films, you know what I'm saying? And with that being said, the U.S. Marshals are saying that he has until June the 16th or his assets will be auctioned off by the U.S. Marshals within 180 days.
Jesus.
All right, well, coming up, we're going to talk about Yandy's former best friend still spilling her tea and now has posted pics of her alleged secret lover.
Wow.
Yes, we're going to talk about that and more. In the meantime, this is what's happening.
Get up. My name is Kiera from Albany, Georgia, repping at 229. And coming up is the Young Jock and the Streetz Morning Takeover trending topic. Tell us, how do you feel about people influencing you to do something that they're not even happy with doing? Call Young Jock, Miss Shanika, and Shawty right now. 1-844-986-4562.
Wake up.
Young Jock and the Streetz Morning Takeover is my favorite.
Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover. Of course, people are still talking about the BET Awards and things that took place. Well, while on the red carpet, the media junket and whatnot, when Sierra sat down and spoke with Jim Jones, asking about their
Hold on, you have to say Sierra interrupted Jim Jones' interview.
You're right. Sierra did just kind of.
It's still a problem because you know what? He deserves it. You deserve it. Why not? I look at y'all and I'm like, they're so cute and so fly. Chrissy is so beautiful and so dope, and she holds you down, like down. This is a spirit talking through me right now.
It's like people would definitely get in your business and ask you stuff, and a lot of times, even though Sierra is married, but you ever notice people who aren't married always trying to rush people to get married, or they judge you on if you're married or not?
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of privileges or accommodations that come with people that are married.
Nah, you're right.
They make room for you and your partner versus y'all been together, y'all dating, or maybe y'all moved in together. They don't look at the partnership the same at all. It doesn't have the same respect.
You're right. I mean, because married people like to hang out with married people too.
Mm-hmm. And married people get a discount on car insurance. Yeah.
Unless you married to a bad driver.
A bad driver.
Well, we both married to bad drivers, me and my mate. Neither one of us can't drive.
So y'all
hit the police.
Well,
Shawty did run over
he
the
did
police.
run over the police.
And now we're actually on 2 different insurance because of that.
Okay.
Because
great.
Yes. She said you need your own insurance because you
Smart
make.
woman.
No, but back to the question. Why is it that when I see people who married, they are always pushing for you to get married?
And they know what married life like.
Because they be the main one to tell you, it's hard. It's the hardest thing I ever had to do. Why the hell do you want me to do the hardest thing
exactly
you ever had to do?
Shawty is just... I don't know what to call Shawty.
Come on,
but,
call me.
You know, Shawty was real hard on me when I told y'all that I was going to be separating and, you know, possibly getting oh, man, y'all nigga, you got to fight. You got to, all you got to do is keep living.
He was a little hurt, too, though.
Yeah, but all you got to do is keep living and go through your own stuff, and you see that it's not as easy as you may think it is, like in the beginning, because you get through your honeymoon stage, and real life starts to happen.
Yes, I'm going to tell y'all one thing. Marriage is definitely one of the hardest things I have ever done. I'm just going to tell y'all just like that. That's all I'm going to say. It's hard.
You must be having a good marriage week because you was ugly too much.
Shut up, boy.
You started a little bit.
Tell us how you feel about people trying to influence you to do something that they say they ain't even really happy doing.
Pressure.
Mm-hmm.
They tell you it's the hardest thing they ever had to do, marriage, and then say you should do it. 1-844-YUNGJLC. That's 1-844-986-4562. Keep it locked. Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover.
Tapped into the #1 morning show in the city. It's Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover.
Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover. We back. We're talking about how Sierra interrupted Jim Jones' interview and started telling him that, you know, he should marry Chrissy, you know.
It's still a problem because you know what? He deserves it. You deserve it. Why not? I look at y'all and I'm like, they're so cute and so fly. Chrissy is so beautiful and so dope. And she holds you down, like down, down, down. This is a spirit talking through me right now.
People will try to put that pressure on you, but then they trying to pressure you to do something that they saying they probably would never ever do again. Or telling you it's the hardest thing they ever had to do.
Right. And it's like, well, why would you want me to go through the same thing? And, you know, they use God as the catalyst for this. But, man, to be honest, everybody is not ready for marriage.
Absolutely.
Definitely. I mean, you could possibly be ready. You could love somebody to the fullest extent, but that does not make them a good partner or a good spouse.
Shawty, why you looking like that?
Because you saying Sierra and Russell not happy?
No, I'm not saying Sierra and Russell aren't happy, but their whole type of fairy tale lifestyle it's not every day for people. Every day is not a woman who has established herself in a successful music career for over 20 years and a successful Super Bowl quarterback who's, you know what I'm saying, been this great guy and had a successful run, no dirt on his name.
Large account,
those
with
type
hair.
of people don't always come together. So a lot of times I think people come together on what it is and what works for them, what they think is going to work for them at the moment. But there are other elements that aren't present that appear to be this fairy tale or this majestic like lifestyle to other people. I know people who don't have nothing, no money, no nothing, but they be some of the happiest people I ever met. But I don't thrive to be this happy couple with no money. You see what I'm saying?
But there are also some people that are bonded together through trauma and things that, you know, we don't know anything about. And that's why their relationship could be stagnant. One way or another, it ain't none of our damn business.
And that's the point we're trying to make this morning, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. Y'all already know you smarter than Young Jock is on the way. We got some money on the line for you. Hit us right now. 1-844-YUNGJLC. That's 1-844-986-4562. Let's see if you can beat me today. I've been on the road this week, Miss Nigga, but I'm working on it. Keep it locked. Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover.
Taking the game's mine.
It's Are You Smarter Than Young Jock?
A king in his gang.
Only with Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover.
All right, here we go. Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover. Who's on the line this morning?
This is Barbara.
Ooh, we got a Barbara. Is Barbara smarter than Young Jock?
She gonna try to be.
Is Barbara over 45?
Well over.
Is Barbara over 50?
Well over, looking like 30.
You better tell them, Barbara.
Barbara, where you calling from?
I'm calling from Decatur by the way of Charleston, South Carolina.
Hey. All right, we're going to get into this, man. Miss Shani,
So you're in Charleston?
No, I'm in Decatur.
Georgia.
Oh, but you from Charleston?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. All right, Barbara, here are the rules. You have 10 seconds to answer each question. The first person to get all 3 questions correctly will be the winner. You guys cannot answer each other's questions, and you have to listen to the whole question and potential answers before you answer the question to the best of your ability, okay?
Okay.
All right, Barbara, you are set to go first. Now, I want to know, what were male rulers in ancient Egypt called? Is it A, president, C, king, C, pharaohs, or D, prime minister?
C.
What's the answer?
D as a boy.
3. Which word was it?
I don't know. I'm just.
It was a wild guess. All right. Well, I'm sorry. You did not get that correctly. Young Jock.
Yes.
What were male rulers in ancient Egypt called? Is it A, president, B, kings, C, pharaohs, or D, prime minister?
Pharaohs.
You are correct. All right. Young Jack.
Yes, ma'am.
In the Bible, how many days did God take to create the world? Is it A, 6, B, 7, C, 12, or D, 5?
I think God took 6 days and said rest on the 7th. Or something like that.
3. All right, you are correct. Barbara.
Yeah.
Which one of these iconic R&B singers won their first BET award at the 2025 BET Award Show? Is it A, Mary J. Blige, B, Mariah Carey, C, Maya, or D, Alicia Keys?
Maya.
Is that your final answer?
3.
Barbara, was you not watching the BET?
I didn't know that word.
I was thinking, Barbara was
You
asleep.
went on social media?
Barbara was
Hold on.
Barbara
Okay,
was
that is incorrect. Young Jock.
Yes, ma'am.
Which one of these iconic R&B singers won their first BET award at the 2025 BET Award Show? Is it A, Mary J. Blige, B, Mariah Carey, C, Maya, or D, Alicia Keys?
Girl, everybody know it's Maria Carey.
I don't know who that is.
Mariah Carey.
All right, you have all 3. That means Young Jock is the winner. Barbara, wake up, girl. What time
you work for a living? You know, I just happen to be one of them.
Oh, what time you was working, Barbara?
I worked from 6:30 yesterday morning to 10 o'clock last night.
Well, the award show ain't go out till like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm just playing. Thank you for calling in. We appreciate you. Do you have any shout outs that you would like to say to anybody this morning?
Shout out to the folks who's off today. Hey.
Hey, you enjoy your day, girl.
Thank you, Barbara.
I will. You have a good one.
Love you, baby.
Test your wits. Test your knowledge for cash and prizes.
Taking the game's mine.
It's Are You Smarter Than Young Jock?
A king in his gang.
Only with Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover.
Hey, what's happening? It's your boy Offset. Every weekday from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m., I'm listening to the best damn morning show, Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover.
Hey! Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover. We got to get into some things, man. It's week 4. Diddy trial is still happening, but I'm starting to realize that some of the people are starting to lose confidence in some of these witnesses that have been stepping up to the stand. Now, take a listen.
Juror number 6 is a 41-year-old African-American or black male who, during voir dire, said that he knew some of the facts of the case, but he could put that aside and still consider the evidence in this case. Now, it seems like the AUSA or the government has come forward and said that there seems to be a lack of candor. Now, lack of candor is a very legal phrase. It doesn't necessarily mean that a person is lying intentionally. It could mean that you are omitting information, both with or without intent. Like if someone was to ask you, what'd you do today, or what'd you eat for breakfast? And they just said, oh, I only had one piece of toast. Them neglecting to say what they drank or whatever it may be is not necessarily a lie, but it could be considered lack of candor. So there's a broad sense as to what this could be. But Teddy Garagos pushed back on the AUSA's reference to the lack of candor and said, this is a thinly veiled attack to try to knock off another African-American juror on the jury. And the judge is going to listen to both sides, see what the issue is, and ultimately decide if an alternate takes juror number 6's spot in this case.
All I'm going to say is a lot. You know, I don't think I'm saying a lot by saying that because everybody feels the same. It's too much to analyze, but I will say this. Diddy's legal team's second motion for mistrial has been denied. which is very unfortunate for them because they're trying to do anything they can to possibly keep this man from getting life. Now, as we've been talking about Jane Doe through this trial, it kind of hasn't been a secret. Everybody was saying that it was possibly 50 Cent's baby mom, Daphne Joy. I'm going to say this, Miss Shanique, it's really interesting to hear how a lot of people had kind of came up with this whole theory that Cassie felt the way she felt because of Young Miami, right? And feeling like she never received her true just due with everything that she endured in a relationship with Diddy. But Jane Doe, a.k.a. Daphne Joy, is alleged that she said she felt the same way, you know what I'm saying? Because it got difficult once he started dating Young Miami.
You know how people just be trying to put Blue's Clues together? But it has a connotation of the Young Miami show of public display really made these other women feel some kind of way. Yeah. And I think that it has a lot to do with skin tone and preference. Like them saying, I know this. I know he ain't out here with this little black doing, you know, but she was a part of the rebranding of what Diddy had going on. So, I mean, it's just so many moving parts, but I think Young Miami is the catalyst for this whole trial.
Thoughts well received. We'll talk about it later. We got more coming up, man. Miss Shanika, what you got, gang?
Well, coming up inside the Word on the Streetz news, we got to talk about Kim Zolciak and Croy. Man, it seems that the U.S. Marshals have orders for them. Yes, we got to talk about that and so much more coming up inside the Word on the Streetz news in less than 10 minutes.
Keep it locked right here to Young Jock and the Streetz Morning Takeover. It's about that time for the Love Doc Jock.
Help me help you help me.
Come on, what's your problem?
And this guy will either help or hinder your relationship.
Who do I think I am? Why I tell people that?
Either way, he's a man for the job. It's Young Jock and the Streetz Morning Takeover.
Young Jock and the Streetz Morning Takeover. You're on live with the Love Doc Jock. How may I help you?
Man, good morning, Young Jock. Man, I got a problem, man. My problem is communicating in my relationship. Every time I talk to my girl, I can't find a reason not to argue. Shoot, I might be going to the liquor store, give me a drink or whatever. And as soon as I ask, babe, you want somebody here? She be like, But as soon as I come out here, she turn the radio down. She be like, look, let me tell you this. I don't care if you get mad, but you always thinking about yourself. I be like, what the world? How the hell I'm thinking about myself?
Well, it sounds like to me, your lady be looking for reasons to argue with you, or you just living inside your head, and what you say happen don't really be happening like that.
She an older woman. You know, she's 38. I'm 23.
Oh, yeah, that's the problem. She I ain't gonna say she's stuck in her ways.
Nah, she's smart. She got her own company, own everything though.
No, she move a certain way. The man 24, it's certain stuff that he ain't caught on fully yet. He's still growing as a man.
Trying to control him.
Hey, and at 24, what you think gonna happen with a 38-year-old woman?
But she can't control me. It's just when you get to a certain age, you got patience and you ain't got time for all the other stuff when you done been married before and you done been all that.
So that may tell you y'all are unequally yoked, my boy. You gotta think steps ahead. If you know what's coming, prepare for what's coming.
Right.
Matter of fact, meet what's coming at the door. That's how you do that. You got with your lady, you already see where she at. You see she's serious. You know what I'm saying? Well, you 24, bro. You young. Now, I ain't taking nothing away from that. But at 38, she ready to lock in. And certain things just ain't gonna fly with y'all, just by nature. So you gotta meet it at the door, greet it at the door. Well, at the end of the day, that's the Love Doc Job, man. Thank you for calling. Thank you. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all, man. I really be appreciating y'all calling up and getting this good little advice. You know what I'm saying? Keep it locked, Young Jock.
My name is Donna, Chef D. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, 9th Ward at A Taste of Jazz Catering, LLC. Come get them collard greens, baby. So every day I listen to Young Jock and the Streetz Morning Takeover.
Hey, yo, bless up, it's DJ Khaled. Streetz is always playing my shit first. And yo, Young Jock, bless up. Keep doing your thing. Big up Young Jock and the Streetz Morning Takeover. Let's get it.
It is what it is. Shouts out to everybody who hit us up this morning, man. Chimed in, tapped in. Whether you call for advice, you call to challenge me, whether you call to give Miss Shanika some more information for Word on the Streets. Y'all know y'all will run that T Hey, we just want to say thank you, man. We appreciate it, man. To all our markets, you guys are definitely loved. We appreciate you, and we definitely receive the love, too.
I share the same sentiment. I'm extra hype, man. Y'all know where to find me at tonight. Go to my social, and y'all know where to find me at this weekend's my big show. Go to my social, get them tickets. The link is on there, and we turning up, man.
Just want to say, hey, if you want to find out where I'm gonna be at, follow me at Miss Shanika on IG.
That is, man. We'll catch y'all tomorrow, man. Y'all know what it is. It's an effing Friday coming up. And you know what that means. The weekend is right behind it. So keep it locked. More with Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover.
Keep it locked right here to Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover.